Hello everyone, welcome back to TechPoint. Today I'm here with Yash from Clientjoy. Hello,
Hey, hi. How are you?
I'm good. I hope I didn't misspell your name.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Okay,
You got it right
uh,
the first time.
nice. Please tell us what you do.
I run a platform called Clientjoy. At Clientjoy, we are trying to help agencies and freelancers manage their clients and grow their business.
Mm-hmm.
We ourselves used to be actually an IT agency, a tech agency where we build SaaS products, fintech products, and e-commerce platforms for our clients before. And then we scaled that from a 2 people team to a 55 people team, started facing some challenges in terms of scaling. And so we reached out to our agency friends, figured out that there is an inherent problem in terms of the way that agencies and clients work together.
Mm-hmm.
And to solve that problem, we said, we'll stop our agency operations and start building our own SaaS product.
Nice. So please tell us some use cases for your product.
Absolutely. So basically, if an agency or a freelancer currently is working on any project, the way that their journey works is it primarily starts from using some sort of a sales CRM like Pipedrive or HubSpot or something like that to manage the leads that they acquire, and
Mm-hmm.
then that kind of is followed by using Google Docs or presentations, PDFs or Panda Doc for sending across their quotes or proposals or estimates or contracts, which is then followed by using some sort of a project management system like Asana or Trello or Airtable, along with a
Money.com.
communication system like yeah, absolutely. And so it's followed by some sort of a communication system like a Slack or something like that. And then once the project is over, then they have to use some sort of a ticketing system,
Okay.
and then an invoicing system like QuickBooks or Invoicely, and then they have to manually reconcile all the payments that they receive, right? And so if you see this journey, then from start to finish, like from the time that they have a lead to the time that they are able to receive their first payment, they are using 5 or 6 different softwares. And this
Yes.
causes a couple of issues for agencies and freelancers, right? So they don't have any visibility on which projects are profitable, which clients are really working out well for them. They don't know what their bottlenecks are, what their growth enablers are. Even smaller agencies like 2, 3 people teams, they have to do manual reconciliation of whether work was paid for or not, and whether these reimbursements were cleared or not. Clientjoy fixes all of that, right? So Clientjoy helps you manage your leads, proposals, contracts, quotes, estimates. It allows you to offer a very simple, beautiful, customized client portal followed by invoicing and payment. So all of those things happen in one single place. That's primarily what Clientjoy offers.
So let's talk a bit about the pricing. I saw that you somehow replace paying for 5 extra softwares.
Yeah, yeah, we
So
do. So uh, yeah.
how do you do that?
So absolutely. So basically, one of the key things that we firmly believe in is that a horizontal software, and a horizontal software is basically a software that serves a particular department across different industries, right? So let's say a sales CRM, a general purpose sales CRM, is a horizontal software, right? So if you look at something like Pipedrive, Pipedrive can be used by sales teams across different industries. So they could be used by companies in healthcare. They could also be used by sales teams in universities. They could also be used by sales teams in agencies, and also sales teams in construction companies, right? And so they basically are solving problem for a particular department across the industry, right?
Okay.
In our case, and we firmly believe that horizontal softwares are not going to be good enough. And so what companies need, or what agencies and freelancers need, is what we call as a vertical software, right? So
Mm,
a software that solves for multiple departments in one particular industry, right? And that's what Clientjoy does, right? So instead of building a software that any business could use, that like one single department across all different businesses could use, what we're doing is that we're building a software that all departments in one industry could use, right? And so let's say if you're doing your sales, your invoicing, your accounting, your proposals, your payments, all of those things, including your client management, all of those things for freelancers and agencies as an industry happens on Clientjoy. right?
I
And so
understand.
that's primarily how we are able to replace all these 4 or 5 different softwares. And so this, just to be clear, so this does not go on to say that our sales CRM is better than Pipedrive, or our proposal engine is better than PandaDoc, or our invoicing is better than QuickBooks, right? What it goes on to say is that for the freelancer and agency use case, what Clientjoy offers is much more specific to what those requirements are. And so instead of offering 150 things as a part of sales CRM, we only offer 50, but then those 50 are specific for agencies and freelancers, right? And so it's easier for them to sign up and to start understanding the software, start using the software, and then at the same time it's more cost effective for them as well.
That's very, very smart and very interesting because I haven't heard of that before. So the horizontal and the vertical part. So yeah, it's not your
Yeah,
competition. You just do it better on one industry, right? Yeah, very, very
yeah.
smart.
Thank
Nice.
you.
And how about the pricing packages? I saw that you can get Clientjoy free forever.
Yes, you can. So if you're a, so what we want to do is we realize how difficult it is for agencies and freelancers to start their business, right? And so you typically start as one person trying to acquire clients and trying to build what your ideal client persona is, figuring out what your sales pitch is going to be, figuring out your what your pricing is going to be, what are the offers that you're going to make, and so on and so forth. And so in early stage, when you are a freelancer, when you're a single person, we don't want to burden you, right? And so what we're saying is, up until the point of time where you have 3 clients, Clientjoy is completely for free, right? So you can use Clientjoy for free for as long as you want, up until the time you have 3 clients. And so once you have achieved that milestone of having 3 concurrent clients, then it's basically assumed by us that you have some hold on what your pricing is, what your offering is, what your sales pipeline looks like, what are the kind of clients that you're targeting, and so on and so forth. And then you could start charging for, then you could start paying for Clientjoy. And so it's free forever for one person up to 3 clients. And
Mhm.
then it starts at $39 for 3 users, right? Per month, which is basically like an hourly rate of a good photographer or a good Android engineer, right? And so like if one person's 1 hour is equal to Clientjoy for a month for 3 people, right? Across sales, proposals, all of those things put together, and managing your clients, having custom domain, custom branding, and so on and so forth. If you go annual, however, if you go annual, then we offer you 2 months off, and then on top of it, we also offer you dedicated account manager, right? And what
Mm.
that means is that whatever system that, so if you go annual, then whatever system that you've been using, whether it is spreadsheets or 2 or 3 different softwares, we will migrate all of your data from whatever it was that you were using to Clientjoy, right? And so when you start using Clientjoy, when your subscription for Clientjoy starts, you have access to all of your data, everything set up, your templates are created, your currencies are added, your tax rates are added, your clients are added, leads are added, and then you can start from day one, right? And so that's
Yeah.
primarily the pricing that we have: free forever up to 3 clients. After 3 clients, you pay us $39 per, for 3 users, everything is unlimited. And if you go annual, then we'll also have a dedicated account manager with free migration.
One thing I noticed and I love about your company is that you're user centric. So you think about the user, and as you said,
Yeah.
he or she gets free until she has 3 clients, and after that he has the resources to pay and get a premium plan. So yeah, I read that no credit
uh,
card,
you know
no 14-day free trial. Yeah,
yeah, none of
free
those things.
forever.
And so absolutely. And so just to be honest, like, we didn't have to become user centric, right? We were by default user centric because we
You had a
ourselves
problem.
have started an agency, right?
Yeah,
And so we ourselves faced the problem, we ourselves have started the agency, and so we realized what are the challenges that people would face.
exactly. So you had that problem and you know how to solve it, and you know how the
Yeah,
users felt.
yeah,
When did you
absolutely.
start the company?
So the company, I mean,
The
it's the
project.
same legal company. Yeah. So this product is something that we started about 2 odd years ago.
Hmm.
We started thinking about it 2 odd years ago. We started facing the challenge 2 odd years ago, and then we started the phase of building our MVP and at the same time starting our research. And so we spoke to about 200 people in 33 companies in 14 different industry verticals to figure out whether this is something that we should worth making, right? We are not like living in our own dream world and building something that nobody wants. Um, and so we started with our research and building our MVP, which took us about 6 odd months, released our first version. And so the product's been on market for about 18 months. We
Mm-hmm.
started thinking about it for 2 odd years. And so today we serve about 4,000 agencies and 9,000 freelancers in 90 plus countries.
Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And how about your team? How many team players?
So we are about 24 people now,
Wow,
and
impressive.
about yeah, thank you. So about seven of them are in the growth team, and so those are the people who help us, build and manage our website, our content across social media, our blogs, our resources, and so on and so forth. And then about 10 odd people, 11 people are in the engineering, so like they work on the product, and
Mm-hmm.
then a couple of people in UI UX, product management, and like one person to just help us make sure that we are legal and compliant. So that's pretty much it.
Nice, nice. I like it. And what is your plan for the future? How do you plan to grow your company? What else do you need? Do you need some
So
more
a couple of
people?
things.
Do you need some
Yeah.
funding? I don't know. Tell us.
So our goal is to become what Shopify is for a D2C brand. That is what we want to become for an agency, right? So if you start a D2C brand like custom T-shirts or
Mm-hmm.
iPhone cases or something like that, if you start a D2C brand, the first thing that you do is you sign up for Shopify and set up your store.
Yeah.
That's basically what we want to become for agencies and freelancers. That if you start freelancing or if you start a small agency, the default step for you is to sign up to Clientjoy. Over the next 3 years, we are hoping to help about 1 million agencies and freelancers grow their business and manage their clients. And so the number that is about 11,000 as of now, we hope to take it to about 1 million people in the next 3 years. That's a plan. And we'll be and as a part of that journey, we will be raising some amount of equity capital, some amount of we'll be making recruitments, increasing the team, shifting the base of the company as well, and so on and so forth. But yeah, so those are a couple of things that we will be doing.
But how big is your market? How many agencies or freelancers are out there?
That's a very difficult question to answer. So I'll share with you some statistics. Right? So
Yeah.
so here are those. So the first is that about 36% of the workforce identify themselves as services professionals. And so that is 1 in 3 people, more than 1 in 3 people are in some or the other sort of service industry, right? So they could be in event management, photography, marketing, branding, design, digital, interior design, architects, whatever, right? So 1 in 3 people are services professionals. The other thing that I should also add is that more than which country are you based in, by the way?
Me, I'm from Romania.
Romania. Okay. And so let me share some stats around. So we are from India. However, what we do is we keep tabs on specific geographies as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll share with you some stats around the US. Right. So more than 60 million people in the US freelanced just last year, made over 1.2 trillion dollar in revenue. Those 60 million people,
Mm-hmm.
and that is growing as well. Right. The other important thing is that if you look at websites like Upwork and Freelancer, they saw a 40% increase in job submissions, right? So basically saying that more and more companies are also looking for working with specialized freelancers and agencies. So they saw 40% jump in job postings on their platform,
Okay.
Upwork and Freelancer.
Okay.
And so what that tells us is that more than 1 in 3 people already identify themselves as service professionals.
Yeah.
60 million people just in the US freelance last year, doing more than 1.2 trillion dollars. And even companies are giving or looking to offer more work to freelancers and agencies. So this is not an accurate answer of the market size, but it can give you a good idea of where the market that we are targeting
Yeah.
is going.
It's growing. Everybody wants
Yeah.
to be a freelancer, an influencer, work for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And how about the funding? Are you bootstrapped?
Mhm.
Nice.
No,
Oh, you raised.
we've
You
raised
raised?
equity capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's a very small round. We raised about $800,000 in equity
Mm-hmm.
financing
Mm-hmm.
from a small VC over here in India, and we will be raising more rounds of equity financing as well.
Nice. And you're a solo founder, or do you have other co-founders?
No, I have a co-founder. I have a co-founder who's also my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and we are both partners in the firm as well as partners in life. And so she actually looks after our product and tech.
Mm-hmm.
She's a computer science major by education, and used to lead our tech aspect for the agency as well, and now looks after the product for Clientjoy. I look after everything else that is not product, and so sales, strategy, marketing team, all of that
Yes.
I sort of look after. And so it's just the both of us trying to grow this company.
So nice. And do you have any piece of advice for someone who wants to start a business with their partner? Some some secrets or something
Oh,
that you've
for
learned?
sure. Yeah, absolutely. So like number one is make sure that if you're starting a business with your life partner, number one is that have very clear, kind of demarcation of your job roles. And so, what are the things that you're supposed to work on? What are the things that they are supposed to work on? And feel free to advise each other on the job, and how that could have been done better. But then ultimately respect the other person's call, right? And so if they've made a decision, even if that goes against what you would have done, you've got to respect it, because that's the job role that they have, and expect the same for your job role as well.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two is I think that starting a business with your life partner is a great thing, because then, when I'm down or when she's down, and we're not feeling okay, we're a little demotivated, something bad has happened, and it will eventually happen. If you're running a good successful business, bad things will happen for sure. And when that happens, we're always there to support each other. And when we support each other, we know for a fact that the other person is not just saying it for the sake of saying it. We know that they realize the challenges that we face, that they realize, the uphill climb that we have in front of us, and that they will be there to help us solve and fix those challenges, right? And so that's the great thing about starting a business with your
The big
partner, for
advantage.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have to learn to let go, right? And set
For
up some
sure.
rules. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
absolutely.
It's a discipline. Yeah, because it's easier to go to the other one and say, "Oh no, you got this wrong. I could have done it
Yeah,
better," and things like that. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's pretty
Mhm.
hard. I admire you
Oh,
for
it
for
is.
doing this. I really admire you for
Thank
this.
you.
I
Thank
think it's even harder than starting a company on your own. My opinion. Yeah, but
you. Could
also,
be. Could
yeah,
be.
yeah, it's a great power, but also a great work. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to put in the work.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Anything else that you want to tell us about the company, the product? I don't know.
Mhm. So a couple of things that I'd like to mention. So the
Mm-hmm.
first thing is that we see ourselves as a group of people who are trying to help agencies and freelancers grow their business and manage their clients. And what that means is that our product on Clientjoy is one of the ways that we do that. But then in terms of our mission, there could be other things that we could do as well. And so I just wanted to share with you that we run this campaign called Universe. And so if people who are watching this or listening to this anywhere, if they just go to clientjoy.io/universe, we've published more than 15 resources that can help agencies and freelancers again grow their business and manage their clients, right? And so we've published resources like 150 plus cold email templates, 300 plus Excel sheet templates, 700 plus PPT templates. We've got 1500 plus social media influencers, 420 plus social media templates and ideas and stuff like that. And all of that is completely free, right? For everyone to go and grab and use, copy, distribute, whatever. right? So that's basically one of the ways in which we try to help. The other quick thing that I'd also like to mention is that we run a YouTube channel called The Agency Advocate by Clientjoy,
Okay.
which is where we talk every week about a problem that an agency or a freelancer might face at an early stage. So stuff like how to deal with sales objections, how to acquire more clients, how to qualify your leads, what are the frameworks that you could use, and so on and so forth. And so if you're interested in learning more on that, just head over to YouTube, search for Agency Advocate by Clientjoy, just search for Clientjoy, and you'll be able to find that as well. And that's another way for us to try and help freelancers and agencies deal with the challenges that they have. Just these two quick things, and again, obviously, all of those things are for free. That's us trying to help as much as possible. We knew what were the questions that we had when we were starting the agency, and we're just trying to answer those questions for people who are starting their agencies now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, people can find the discount code in the description,
Yeah,
as we talked
yeah,
about. So yeah,
yeah.
thank you so much for being here and for helping the community. I see that you're a people focused entrepreneur. So you like to help people and help agency, help freelancers, find solutions, and yeah, do better, do good to the world.
Thank you, Christian, for having me over at your show. It was a pleasure coming over here. And again, so sorry for the spotty internet connection, but
No
thank you
problem.
for having me and bearing with me, and for all the people who are watching or listening. If you think that there are any other ways that we could help agencies and freelancers, do let us know in the comments. I will be there to answer those questions and read all the recommendations that you have as well. And so, thank you. So
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure.
we're both grateful. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Same to you. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.